Bungie has done it again. Destiny 2, much like Destiny 1, is among the most anticipated games of the year. Destiny 1 was riddled with mixed reviews throughout its 3-year run, but ultimately was a massive success. So much so that it paved the way for Destiny 2 to be such an anticipated title that it is projected to sell around 30 million units its first month. So will Destiny 2 quench all of our Destiny fanboy thirst, or will it belly flop like many other overhyped games? Well, the thing is, I can't really tell you because I have yet to experience the game firsthand. But don't worry, because in a couple of hours, Destiny 2 Beta Early Access will be releasing, and of course, I will be all over that. So stay tuned because I will be putting out videos covering Destiny 2, making in-depth gameplay breakdowns and comparisons. For now, let's just stick to what we do know. This is Binge Culture, and you can call me Price. Here are 3 small changes that will make a big difference in Destiny 2. At number 1, the story. The biggest story surrounding Destiny following its release was its lack of story. As funny as that might sound, I'm not joking. Destiny's story was so incredibly bad, by the time gamers completed the final mission, they had more unanswered questions than they did initially before even playing the first mission. I mean, every time a problem arose and we begged for an explanation as to why the hell we're about to murder an alien species to borderline extinction, we were smacked in the face with an answer like,
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
okay, you win, I'll just kill these guys for no apparent reason, it's not like I have a choice anyway. But I'm not here to bash Destiny 1 for what it didn't do, I'm here to highlight what Bungie promises Destiny 2 will do. And Bungie promises that Destiny will have so much story that instead of us begging for more story, we will be begging for less story. I'm paraphrasing here, but essentially that's the message senior narrative lead Jason Harris and cinematic lead Matthew Ward were trying to get across during an IGN interview. I'll leave the link in the bio for anyone who wants to go watch that. Hopefully what they're saying is true because the Destiny universe is so full of potential. Destiny can be the next epic space odyssey. I mean, look at what Bungie did with Halo. So it's not like it's above them to create epic storylines that make you want to invest time finding out everything you can about every character and event. All they have to do is, try, at least a little. But anyway, I feel very optimistic about Destiny 2. I think the story will be an improvement. I'm excited, but I'm keeping my expectations kind of low, at least until I experience the story myself. At number 2, we have the weapon slots. I haven't seen enough talk about this and how much it can cause the game's playstyle to change. Back in Destiny 1, we had 3 weapon slots. The primary weapon slot, the secondary weapon slot, and the heavy weapon slot. The primary weapon slot was limited to auto rifles, pulse rifles, scout rifles, and hand cannons, while the secondary weapon slot was limited to fusion rifles, sidearms, shotguns, and sniper rifle. And of course the heavy weapon slot included the light machine guns, rocket launchers, and swords. Well, that has all changed in Destiny 2, and I think this is probably the best out of all the changes they're making. Destiny 2's weapon slots are divided between kinetic weapons, energy weapons, and power weapons. For the kinetic weapon slot, you have your hand cannons, auto rifles, pulse rifles, scout rifles, and whatever new weapon Bungie decides to add. These weapons will not have any elemental charge at all. The energy weapon slot is where things get interesting. This slot is now a kind of hybrid that consists of non-power weapons with an elemental charge. That means any weapons with solar, void, and arc charge. In other words, more customizable loadouts. You can now have an auto rifle as your primary and a hand cannon as your secondary, or a scout rifle as your primary and a pulse rifle as your secondary. The combinations are now completely up to you. The power weapon slot is where every one-hit kill weapon will be equipped. These one-hit kill weapons include shotguns, fusion rifles, sniper rifles, rocket launchers, and the all-new grenade launchers. Although this new weapon system will improve the PvP experience, many feel that it will diminish the PvE experience. The way I see it, boss fights should require more strategy rather than frantically searching for heavy weapon ammo to then blast your enemy in the face with a rocket. We should feel like David facing off against Goliath, not the other way around. And at number 3, PvP is now 4v4. I'm not too sure why this was even necessary. I really don't like the sound of it, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Bungie has now limited all PvP game modes to 4v4. I'm not sure what this really does, but I guess they know what they're doing. There's not even a lot I can say about this. I mean, it's very disappointing to me. Again, they're making PvP feel like something that's not really meant to be taken serious. It's just there so that you can burn some time when you get bored. I really enjoy PvP games and I would love to see Destiny step it up in that department. I hope Bungie proves me wrong and this 4v4 thing ends up being an improvement rather than a disappointment. But anyway, there you guys have it. 3 small changes that will make a big difference in Destiny 2. Thank you guys for tuning into Binge Culture. This is our first video, but we plan on posting consistently every day that we possibly can. In this channel, we will be focused on bringing you news, information, and just overall fun videos revolved around anything regarding video games. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, I encourage you to subscribe.